Woo! Wow. Yeah, let's go, baby. Oh, that's how it works. What's up, Wycleft 87? So that's how Notify Me works. I was trying to figure this shit out. We love bots when they do things for you. We hate bots when they spam you and ping your server and attack your front-facing website. Then we hate bots. Actually, I hate captchas more than anything on the internet. It's ads. No, it's ads than captchas. They're the two worst things ever. I don't know how people can function on the internet without an ad blocker. I would kill myself. I'd rip my eyes out. Ooh. Goblin surprise. I would actively rip my eyes out if I had to. I've done it a few times where I've borrowed someone's phone, or I'm like, because they asked me, you know, a question or something, and I'm like, Garuda user shitting on Gen 2. Yeah, fuck Gen 2, bro. I know why Garuda is hated. 100% know why Garuda is hated. It's justified. It's just the only distro I've always went back to Garuda. Every single time I distro hop, I go back to Garuda. I like it. It works. It's clean. I don't have problems with it. I don't have an issue with it. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. I know all the problems. I know all the issues. I would never use it. I used End over OS and I hated it. I absolutely had the worst time with it. I tried it too. Go use base arch? God, no. Garuda's just chill, man. It just works. There's a bald eagle on it, or so a hawk or whatever the fuck their bird is. I don't know. I don't bird watch. So nice. Ooh, I can play a dragon. I think so. I didn't like Pop OS. I liked Solus. Solus was probably one of top five favorites. What was the other one I liked? I liked Elementary OS too. Elementary OS was pretty nice. It was very clean. It was very Mac-like. I don't really like Mac. I like, if I had to choose, it'd be like Mac, insert row face here. Use Chrome OS Flex. If okay, so if controversially, if I was like, hey, give me an OS that just works, like in general. If Cubes OS didn't exist, And I know what I know. Yeah, I would use Chrome OS actually, unironically. What's that one that's like a fork of it? They're weird. Like you have to pay a subscription every year for them or something. Oh, yo. 3 damage. Later. Board 2. Did I not have 2? Huh. Yeah, yeah. No, I know. Chrome. Block now, bitch. Or die. You have to either lose or lose. Yeah, no, seriously. Yeah, Chrome OS. Chrome OS security is really good. Chromebooks are good. There was actually a Chromebook, if I remember correctly. It's no longer sold by Framework, where you could get Core Boot onto it, and I think it also supported cubes. But Framework doesn't sell it anymore. I just want, if Framework, before I get my new laptop, if Framework, all of Google's OSs are hardened as fuck. Yeah, they're pretty good. I was reading some reason I came across like security researcher that uses Chrome OS as their daily driver, which is kind of funny. But if Framework ever decides in the future to support Core Boot, Chromebooks already use Core Boot. Then what the fuck's McBoot? I thought McBoot was... I thought they don't use... Or do they use Core Boot now? I know McBoot is not a good idea from what I read. But I thought McBoot was... That was the purpose of it. Is because you could put Core Boot. Or is McBoot used to do Libre Boot? I'm not entirely sure. Even perspective-wise... I would use Chromebook. Chromebooks have always used Core Boot. What is the Mick Chromebook? I'm gonna... From 2012 and onward, use Core Boot as their main service. I knew it was... I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, no, I don't think that's true. They've been using it since 2012. Because I know there's a level of people that like to get it. That's why I think the ones that I look at, do they want Core Boot or whatever? But if they get it, that'd be so... bro, imagine if Graphene OS forked Chromium OS. Oh. Chromium OS. That'd be cool. I mean, they do have the Pixel tablet that runs Graphene OS. I'm waiting for them to... I would have gotten the Fold, but for whatever reason, I did not. Do you use Samsung or Graphene OS, though? And it'd be kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool to. I would like the Pixel tablet in the future. That'd be kind of cool to run Graphene OS. I saw. I know. I think Google is gonna go back and forth between, like, they're gonna do a Fold, and then they're gonna the next year they're gonna release a tablet, and then they'll go back to a Fold, and then back to a tablet. I believe that's how they're gonna do it. Damn, they quit. Or is that good? Graphene OS will eventually replace the Linux kernel, if I remember correctly. I read it on their FAQ. Yeah, they want to replace it with something else. They want to pretty much go to that thing called what, G-Vision, if I'm not mistaken, where they want to do Linux LXC containers, or they want to containerize everything. Like everything is containered in its own container, hardened container, small hardened container. I think was it G-Vision, G-Visor. Yeah. It's isolate your Kate AS, SAS, serverless DevOps X, lifecycle CDI, CD pipeline. G-Visor achieves security by default. Developed by Google. I'm gonna even say this is very controversial. Graphene OS basically turns into a hypervisor. Yeah, it's Fuchsia microkernel. Graphene OS basically turns into. That'd be sick. That's what I need on my phone. I need my phone to be a hypervisor. We need hypervisors in our pockets, guys. We need computers into our pockets, guys. Let's get servers into our pockets, please. We need servers in our pockets now. CubesOS for mobile, for real. I think somebody asked them, can they do that? And they're like, no. They're like, no, dude. We cannot do Graphene OS mobile. You know what's RAM? Well, I mean, mobile phones are getting higher RAM. I just don't know if it's like efficient or anything. That'd be sick though, to be able. But from what I understand is like Graphene OS is okay. I'm not joking. Yesterday I was scrolling through Graphene OS infrastructure, and they were really fucking doing that. What do you mean? Oh, are these guys running Arch? Oh, hold on. Graphene, and then I saw Pac-Man Mirrorlist, and I went, are these guys running Arch in their servers? And they're really fucking doing that. I think they're using a modified version of Arch though, like very minimal. I mean, it's not surprising. A lot of Arch is really light. It's probably the resources, because Arch is super light. But I think BSD is. I think they say BSD is not secure though. I read somewhere on some forums that people are like, BSD servers are not secure, and I'm like, I think they use Arch and yeah, Alpine would make a lot of sense too. Alpine's like super lightweight, which is awesome. honestly. BusyBox plus Toybox have SE support now. Oh, nice. You know what? I'm gonna sound. I think I know. Software that's sweet to provide several Linux utilities in a single. Oh, okay. Collection of Unix tools in a single executable file. That makes sense. Since Android uses Toybox for their core utils, Toybox already had support a long time ago, I think. When I was using Fedora Secure Blue, when I was using Secure Blue, it was kind of interesting. No, Bazite. When I was using Bazite, it was really cool. I could run applications and install them in virtual containers. Like it took the app. If I wanted an application to run, it did it in a container, like a virtual, quote unquote, machine. It was very, very interesting. I've never used Fedora up until like maybe I've only, outside of Fedora Security Blue, I have never really touched Fedora. I've never really liked it. I've seen videos on it. I've thought about it. And I just did not fuck with Fedora. And I'm aware too that Fedora is much better. Like atomic distros are becoming a thing and very cool. Security is doing good work. Yeah, it's just ran by small. I think it's one person. That's people's concern, though they need to work on their SE Linux policies. Probably. If I remember correctly, someone like really experienced guy was helping out with them. Yeah, I'm assuming that like Linux is really based on freedom, and people forget that Linux is like really freedom based. It's not security based, so it kind of makes sense. And back to like it was back to like my original thing I was gonna say that I forgot until right now. They basically limit the idea of root account like Android. Yes. Bazite does that, I think too. Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to. And yes, you can do it on Linux and effectively make the root account useless. Yeah, you could do. I'm assuming you could do all this yourself. You can actually, quote unquote, harden your Linux distro. And yes, my thing is, as controversial as is about to sound, I think Windows Microsoft has actually very good engineers, like in the security sector. Mac OS too. I think they are actually really good. I think Windows gets a lot of hate, and I do hate Windows for my own reasons. It has nothing to do with I think they're less secure or anything. Yes, you can do that. Personally. So it's controversially, I think Windows actually does have good. A lot of the big problem is these companies I don't think it's necessarily always a Windows security issue. Mac OS plus Chrome OS are probably the most secure consumer OSs. Yeah, for like let's rephrase that. For the average normie, if someone's educated enough, they could definitely make Windows way more secure than out of the box. I do believe that Windows has some default problems, and I think that's actually, there is some truth to like that's what good security is people don't have to think about it as much. You know what I mean? Just kind of like, I still like documentation, but when you get an application that's so good it doesn't need documentation, that's probably the best. outcome in most scenarios. I still like documentation, but I think Cubes OS has the best documentation, truly. There's only one fucking thing I cannot fucking fix, and I don't know what it is. And it's like driving me. It's been taking my balls and twisting them for the past like week. It's not a super serious thing, but there's something that I'm trying to set up and get to work, and it's not working. And I feel like me and like 4 people have had this problem, so I'm not finding any answers to any solutions to the problem. And their community is pretty good to ask when you ask questions. Their community is pretty solid. To like people will like answer you. I'm not getting any answers for this, and I've checked almost borderline everywhere on the internet, but that's just I think how most of security is. What would be cool is if Chrome OS is good. It's just what would be cool is if it looked cooler. It just doesn't. On the privacy side, I do not like Google though. That's like very hard. That's where same thing with Windows. And then also use hardened compilation flags since you're using source space. If you use a distro like Gen 2 as based bias for hardening, make strict SELux policies, eliminate the concept of a root account, config a ton of shit, use bubble wrap or bubble gel for sandboxing, and then also use hardened compilation flags since you're using a source space distro. Yeah, I'm assuming it's a lot of work. It's more work than it's like a lot more work. And you got to know what you're doing, and you got to know you're probably trading off something for something else, The thing is not quite mentioned frequently, but GC is extremely limiting with security stuff such as CFI. So I would completely remove and replace it with LLMV. Yeah, I can't remember where I read this, that Arch also in itself does not use CFI. I don't exactly remember what CFI is, but I was on a Fedora forum reading about that. You know what's weird too? I was trying to think of what I was trying to think of CFI earlier, like a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, what the fuck is it? No, but if you make this SLE links best tailored for you, you probably know what you're doing. Yeah. Even if you know what you're doing, I still think the big problem is everything is still got to be like, this is like a personal preference thing. I think security should be by default in almost every case, but Linux is like super borderline freedom pants. No, Arch uses CFI. What did I use? I used something that said that was like no CFI. On certain stuff as Chromium, they support it. Oh, okay. Interesting. I don't remember what I read, but there was a distro that people were like, hey, use this. And they're like, CFI doesn't exist. I'm like, oh, what's CFI? And then I don't know how I went down the road, but I went down the road. Somewhat reading on it, but I do not remember a thing about it. Oh, control flow integrity, that's what it was. Yeah, option that works. Control is a set of techniques aimed at preventing malware attacks from redirecting the flow of execution of program in the context of the Linux kernel. CFI is used to reduce the attack surface, ensuring that indirect function calls returns do not deviate from explicit paths. Okay. Now I know. Obviously, Musil would be better alternative to glibc, but Musil can be improved in some ways too. Interesting. Yeah. But I wish I tried Void for a minute, and it was interesting. My laptop is probably long-term cubes. I might switch to Void one day because I like the name. Musil. I would like to go down the like replacing OpenSLS with Libre SSL. Yeah, true. We enjoy Libre. Anything that has the word Libre in it automatically becomes based and secure. What? The only BSD that looks promising is hardened BSD. Yeah, probably. Libre, free software, GNU, Richard Stallman mentioned, true. Damn. Motherfucker messed me up. And brought him back. OpenBSD has some other cool stuff, and some points it's just shit. See, like no secure boot. I've never used I've only used Nomad BSD, which can be ran from a flash drive, which is it's interesting. Oh, nice, a 4.4. Fuck. Why am I getting all these fucking... FreeBSD has questionable defaults. Yeah, I'm assuming that FreeBSD has probably got some oopsie daisies. I could imagine. And even furthermore, yeah, I'm gonna lose this. 5. Just do that. OpenBSD. People want to market OpenBSD as the superior secure OS, but it's really just snake oil. I don't know. Well, I mean, look at 4chan. They were running outdated BSD servers, which is kind of funny. To me, it was kind of funny. Defeat. I think they probably have done. There's probably like really good intention people that have done very cool things. And you're like, wow, this is great. Why can't they improve upon it? And it's probably because free and open source software doesn't get nearly as much as attention, and maybe it's a money thing. So that's probably why a lot of this stuff goes unnoticed and maybe insecure. Fortunate and exploited because their software couldn't figure out how to handle a PDF file. For real. Isn't that crazy? They escalated from fucking isn't that's the insane part is a fucking file just made it Jover for all them. I watched someone on it. I was like, wow, it's not good, buddy. Ooh, trophies. You should get a R helper and then get package called Trivial Bin. Yeah, but no, I would never use an R helper. Remember, R is insecure, and yes, Trivial, formerly hardened chromium, has an arch build now. Finally, wow, based. How do I know that it's not you that's making the malicious package? I know the R is insecure. In the R, AUR, Bora. Interesting. Damn it. I could have... Oopsies. Damn. Okay. Okay, wow. My brain was fried for a second. Keep. Thanks, B1. I'm glad you're back. Oh yeah, definitely a key. Yeah, good hand. Okay, let's go. Let's get rid of that. Damn. Damn. Fuck this guy. Boo. Damn. Motherfucker be booling. Hmm. Okay. Activate this ability. Ooh. Hell yeah. What you activate critical after you cast a creature? Oh, yeah, you're right. And they lost. And I won! Let's go! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! I am the GOAT, brother. Hell yeah. On a road to getting 10,000 gold. That's what we need, brothers. I'm in gold right now, so kind of nice. I didn't even realize I was in gold. No cap. I was not paying attention. We keep him. All right. Dun dun dun, and I'm wicked. Ooh. Based. Get rid of that. Okay. My My balls are coming in the okay. Da, 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 da. 1, 2, 3. You fucking with me? Fuck him. Four. Okay, we good. We're getting the giant baby. Actually. Resolve. Get rid of that. Later, nerd. No. Later. Oh yeah. See, that's how you do it, man. You be aggressive, quick, sexy. And he quits. Based. And that's how you win a Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm having fun because I'm winning. But if I was losing, I wouldn't be having fun. I'd be angry. I'd be sick. I'd be seething. I'd be gooning. I'm just getting lucky, honestly. Everything I've done up until now has been pure luck. The Magic the Gathering, you know, Overlords weren't being a bunch of cucks. I, personally. Alright, nice. Goblin. It's goblin time. Chicken balls. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, three. I'm a soldier, not a soldier. Oh. No luck. Damn. Oh, okay. Later on that one. Damn it. What a goofball. Hell yeah. Hell no. Okay. 3, 4, 4. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Hmm. He's got something thick in his balls that he is waiting. Yeah. Ooh. Damn it. Is do a strong one. Damn. Damn, I have no fucking mana, bro. No. Damn. Damn. Yeah, I can't even block that. Reach, motherfucker! Reach for the stars. Ooh. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do... Oh. Let's block you. Cool. Won that one. Wow, that was crazy. What a goober. What an absolute buffoon. He shouldn't have attacked. He also shouldn't have waited too long. He could have beat me many, many times. Big W on that one. Oh, nice. Alright, let's continue, boys. Into the abyss. To diamond level. Alright. Ooh, dragon. We love dragons. I need to find it. I need to, once I get some packs and more tendies, they're definitely going to do a dragon deck. Like a good one. A non-based. A very based one. That's where it comes from. Fuck these otters. Fuck these otters. Fuck these otters. I fucking hate otters. Fuck. Fucking otters, man. Worst. Never get around do. Do you have haste? No. Reach though. Hellkite. Magmic Hellkite. That does sound demonish. Pretty spooky if you ask me. Thank you. Woo! No box. I'll take the 2. Oh, damn. Such a good carb. I mean, if you can come back from this, awesome. I don't know what he's gonna do. No. That's pretty crazy. That's actually insane. If I draw a monster next, I'm good. This might be it. That's crazy. That's crazy. I might lose. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just lost. That's awesome. It's impressive. Got him down to 1 health. It was a good move. Damn, I really got fucked on that one. Made a big old oopsie. But if I'm quick, I'm good. Hmm. Hmm.
Ha! I love a dramatic entrance.
Hmm.
Never underestimate my skills.
Hmm.
Sit down. Rethink your life.
Hmm.
Aha. Now I know your weakness.
Oh, that's crazy. What's up, Bill? It's a good ass card. Ooh.
If I were you, I'd just surrender right now. Yours will be a fate worse than undeath.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna lose this one.
Your secrets didn't stay hidden for long.
That's okay.
This place needs more hospitality.
I do quite enjoy necromancy. My pacts give
Damn.
me strength.
All right, guys. It's Betty bedtime. I'll see y'all later.